strategy, and you can own a market because most people don't think like this. Looking at the lifetime value of a customer, most of you can keep a customer 10 years because the average family moves every 10 years. Most of us sell products that don't translate across boundaries. So after 10 years, you're probably going to lose a customer. The most important question that I would ask you to ask now, once you lay this foundation, why do customers come back to you? Do you know? Can you answer it? Are there a top 2 or 3? Or do you just kind of hope they come back, and if it does, it's really good, and then, go to church, pray, and see if they'll go for another week? Because you're an intelligent business person. Why do customers leave you? Do you know the top 3 reasons? Do you know why? Are they customers you want to lose? Are there some customers you'd really like to get rid of? Aren't there some customers that are such a pain that they actually cost you more money than they make? Don't point, that's rude. Okay? But that's true about people. Tom Peters said this, that the best kept secret in all of business is that if your service is awesome, you will have so much money you will need to buy bigger cars to take it to the bank. Most people settle, and I think I put this in here, let's hope I did. Yes! This is really, you guys should have to pay for this. This is not fair. What I'm going to share with you now is worth thousands of dollars, and it is not right that you get it for free. It just isn't. In 1995, Harvard Business Review wrote an article called Why Satisfied Customers Defect. And it basically looked at why do customers who are satisfied defect and go to another business. And the basic premise and what all of the research since then has said is that if you simply satisfy a customer, what you're basically doing is sending him to someone else. So at RC, if you guys do an adequate job, right, it's good, you delivered it, met expectations, and it wasn't great, it's like kissing your sister, right? Doesn't do anything for you. Well, maybe, in Tennessee, but here, doesn't really do anything for you. It's just nice. If that's what your business is, basically what you're saying is, hey, thanks for coming to RC Cabinets. We appreciate your business. Hey, have you heard about these guys down the street? You really might want to work with them. They actually care about people like you. We don't. And while you'd never use those words, could your processes and systems give that message? Could your delivery, your shipping department, your order entry, your accounting department, could your quality department all send that message? And basically what we found was that if, I think I can put this in a graph section that will help you out. I want you to imagine that when this is all over tonight, I'm going to take all you guys out to dinner. We're just imagining, don't get excited. Okay? No free dinner. But we're all going to go to a restaurant, and we're just going to go right over here to a nice restaurant somewhere here in Glendale or Tolleson or something. Not the best restaurant in the world, not the worst restaurant in the world. Okay? But a nice restaurant. And as we go there, as customers of this restaurant, we are just satisfied. In other words, the food, the service, the ambiance, the parking. Again, it wasn't the best we ever had, but it wasn't the worst we've ever had. Give me some words to describe what does it feel like as a customer if you're just satisfied? Okay, what else? Standard, yeah, what else? Mediocre, definitely. What else? How else does it feel as a customer if you're just satisfied? Simple, yeah. As a matter of fact, I've used this over the years. These are the most common answers I get. Average, mediocre, so-so, not too bad. Not bad, what I expected, okay, fair. That comes up all the time. Could be better. How many guys have ever gone to a restaurant and walked away? How was it? This could be better. All right? Not going to leave a tip. Adequate. Can you imagine, what's the name of your guys' company?
Arizona Cabinets.
Arizona Cabinets. I want you to imagine we're going to put this out there because customer satisfaction is important, right? And it's important to Arizona Cabinets. We're going to run a big ad on TV or in the newspaper. Come on down to Arizona Cabinets, where customer satisfaction is important to us, where our product is average, our people are mediocre, our quality's so-so, and our order entry department's not bad. Our salespeople are what you'd expect. It's the cabinet industry. Most of our customers think we're okay. As far as our service, it's kind of fair. Most of our customers walk away and say could be better, and a lot of them think that basically we're kind of adequate. Some of the home builders like us, some don't. Come on down to Arizona Cabinets, where we don't suck. Guys fired up? Ready to go? It's why I call this the great lie of customer satisfaction and why it doesn't work. It was invented 30 years ago when people who knew they needed to change because American business was getting their butt kicked by global competition and they didn't have the courage and the guts to make the leadership cultural changes they needed to make. So they invented a fake scale called customer satisfaction to say, hey, we have 97% customer satisfaction. You ever seen the Geico commercials, right? 97% customer satisfaction. Do you know what their churn rate is? 63%. 63% of their customers leave as soon as their contract is over. But 97% are satisfied. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay? When someone is satisfied, they will go anywhere else given the opportunity. The only exception to this rule, public utilities, because you have no choice. Okay? And think about this. Can you feel customer satisfaction in your gut? Now, most customer satisfaction surveys are on a 5-point Likert scale. Some use 7, some use 10, but 80% of them use a 5-point scale. They use different nomenclature. Some of them will, the most common is they'll say satisfied, very satisfied, completely satisfied, somewhat dissatisfied. I always thought for question 1, you ought to just screw around and have some fun with them. Wish I hadn't come. I mean, who wants to put strongly dissatisfied? No, you want to have some fun with them. They won't do that, but I wish they did. When they looked at the research, what they found was this, that your satisfaction score is a combination of the people who check 3, 4, and 5. If Geico's customer satisfaction is 97%, then does it matter whether it's a lot of 3s, a lot of 4s, or a lot of 5s? Would that make a difference? Huge, because the people who check 5 or completely satisfied, in the industry they call it top box, because you know boxes you can check, it's the one at the top, 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, 7, 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, 5 on a scale of 1 to 5. Those people who check top box are 6 to 10 times more likely to do business with you and on average spend 22% more money. So imagine that we're working together in a company, right? And we decide that we want to have good customer service. That's really important to us. So I said, guys, we need to focus on customer satisfaction. I said, right now, our customer satisfaction level is 83%. You're like, okay, yeah, it's better than I did in high school. What's your problem? Like, no, we got to do better. But it's 70% 3 and 4 and 13% top box. So we get out, we focus, we work, we do the best we can to try and improve. 6 months later we measure it and we're at 88. You're like, screw it, 6 months effort for 5%. But what you don't know is your top box just went to 70. And the 3-4 number dropped to 15. Did you improve? Significantly, where it mattered most. Most important question when you get customer satisfaction data is, what's the top box? You need to retrain your organization to focus on what are you going to do in every interaction, in every way that you work to create completely satisfied customers. Does that kind of make sense to you? Because people who are very satisfied, by the way, remember I told you if you're satisfied you'll go anywhere else? People who are very satisfied statistically aren't much more loyal than the ones who are satisfied. They're just happier as they go spend their money at somebody else's place. Now, last I checked, the only money that really matters is the money that's in whose account? Right. So preserving that becomes important. I need to skip this. We're out of time. We're at 3:30, so we got to get there. This is something that I did for a hospital. As a matter of fact, this is for Phoenix Memorial Hospital. Now, by the way, does anyone know where Phoenix Memorial Hospital is? Yes, I fail as a consultant too. They brought me in, and this is something I did with them to try and get them. I'll walk you through this very quickly. If you can keep a patient for 10 years, and the patient does 1 inpatient day per year, because don't some people, you could have heart surgery and be inpatient for 10 days, and other people you could go 10 years and never come in. So you have to do some averages. It's about $3,000 a day in terms of revenue for a hospital to have somebody in there. If they did 10 days, then the lifetime value of a patient for Phoenix Memorial Hospital was how much money? Right. Now, do you think that when the average person goes to work at Phoenix Memorial Hospital, they're thinking, wow, if I don't give this person good service, I'm going to blow out $30,000? Yeah, I don't think so either. Do you think it would be important for your employees to know that? Do you think it would be important